Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not already hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, I would like to invite you to go ahead and hit that button right now so that way you can become one of my awesome subbies and you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you how I took my balcony from looking like this to this. And finally, this. If you're interested, keep on watching. And also, don't forget to check out part 1 of this video, which I will tag at the top, so that way you can actually see how I created the bench and the day bed for my balcony. Okay, so here I'm just showing you guys the project foam that I used. I did pick this up from Walmart. I think it was about $24 or $25, and I think the foam is about 2 inches thick. I wanted something a bit thicker, but this is all that the store had. You can also purchase foam from like Joann's fabric store or any fabric store that's closest to you. If you want something a bit thicker but you can't find it, you can always buy more than one set of foam, I guess, and stack them on top of each other. Here I'm just cutting the foam down to size to fit, I want to say, the daybed portion of this project, and I'm just making sure that everything fits. And also, I'll leave all of the information where I purchased everything and the prices down in the description box below. In this clip, I'm just cutting an extra piece of foam off of the end, only because the foam that I cut the first time, it wasn't long enough or wide enough to fit the whole seat. So I'm just cutting a small piece off, and I'll show you how I added that in the clip later on in this video. Now we're moving on to the longer side of the bench, and I'm just still cutting foam, pretty much cutting it down to size. The easiest way that I can say to do this is to lay the foam on top of your bench and to just cut it along the side, so that way you'll make sure that everything is even. Now it's time to create the actual cushion. So in this next clip, you're going to see me use a regular flat sheet that I purchased from Walmart. I think the sheet was like $4. I'll link it in the description box below. I also had some leftover scrap pieces of foam, and like I said earlier, I wanted my cushions to sit up a bit higher. So I'm just using those 2 smaller pieces as a riser or as a platform for my my cushion. So I placed everything on top of the sheet, and now I'm just folding the sheet over to kind of close it up. And also in this next clip, you'll see me cut the excess sheet off. Don't discard your excess fabric or material, because you're going to need that for the other portion of your bench. Now I'm going to use some liquid stitch fabric adhesive to go ahead and close everything up. If you know how to sew, you can sew this together, or you can use safety pins, or use whatever kind of fabric glue you have on hand, or whatever you see in your local store. I wish I would have went ahead and used the safety pins, because it would have been a lot less messy, and also it would have taken a lot less time. Be sure to stitch all sides or to glue all sides together so that you don't have any foam hanging out. Make sure that you close everything up really, really tight, because I'm going to show you something else towards the end of the video that's going to help prevent water from getting on your foam and on your sheets. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the next part of the cushions. This is the longer piece. I did the exact same thing. I just kind of stacked everything together, folded the sheets over, and then I stitched it with the liquid stitch. Now on the bottle, it does say that you're supposed to wait 30 minutes for everything to dry completely, but if you know me, then you know I'm very impatient. So I went and got my blow dryer and I blow dried everything to make the process speed up a little bit quicker. This is pretty much it for the cushions. I was just making sure that all of the sides were stitched together, and like I said in the previous clip, I did take my blow dryer to help speed up the drying process. After that, I took my iron and went over both sets of cushions to knock out all the harsh wrinkles, and this is my end result as far as the cushions are concerned. Now I'm just going to take some Scotchgard water resistant spray and spray each of the cushions, so that way when it rains my cushions won't get soaking wet and I won't have to wait for them to dry. So this is my finished result, y'all. I am so pleased with the outcome of my balcony. Like, it's like a little peaceful oasis out here, especially because my apartment is right by the pool. So it's I can't find the words. Like, it looks so much better in person. But I will leave all of the links in the description box below, so make sure that you guys read that, so that way you can find out where I purchased everything from. The only things that won't be listed in the description box are the plants, the lantern, and the candles, because those actually came from my parents' house. They weren't using them, so I just kind of took it off their hands. But y'all, I'm just loving the whole aesthetic and the vibe of my my balcony at this point. Like, I'm just in love. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, just go ahead and leave me a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and don't forget to create your own type of beautiful. Bye, y'all.